You're standing on a live bomb, sweetheart. That's what the Navy SEAL Admiral barked, coffee mug in hand, eyes fixed on the woman confidently gripping the missile casing on deck. Half the crew burst out laughing, the other half just stared, jaws slack, unsure if this was a prank or the start of a serious reprimand. But she didn't flinch. The blonde woman, ponytail tight, boots planted firm, scanned the deck, then calmly replied, "I know, it's not armed." The silence cracked just for a moment, then came more laughter, louder this time. One of the younger soldiers even clapped sarcastically. "That's cute," the Admiral sneered. "Now tell me your rank before you get escorted off my ship." She exhaled slowly, raised her eyes, and said 6 words that detonated louder than any missile. "Fleet Commander. Pacific Strike Group 7. And just like that, silence, not a laugh, not a cough, not even the sea dared to whisper. The Admiral blinked. "You're joking." She pulled out her ID badge, the silver insignia gleaming in the sun. Not a joke, not a drill. This was the woman in charge of the entire fleet operation, and she had just walked into a hornet's nest of misjudgment. Let's rewind 2 hours. The ship had just docked after a grueling multi-week ocean drill. Morale was low. Most of the men hadn't slept properly in days. So when a civilian-looking blonde boarded, asking direct questions about weapons inventory and aircraft readiness, everyone assumed she was a pencil-pushing analyst, maybe even a reporter. No one offered her a salute, no one even asked her name. They just chuckled under their breath, called her Mom with a smirk, and waited for someone to escort her off the vessel. Instead, she inspected everything from the bomb-loading protocols to the pilot rotation logs, like it was her ship. Because it was. But no one knew. Why? Because Fleet Commander Erin Wolfe wasn't what they expected. She wasn't bulky, she wasn't loud, she didn't throw rank around like a badge of honor. She just worked, harder, smarter, and longer than most ever would. And when she got orders to personally inspect one of the most critical carriers in the Pacific, she didn't send a deputy. She showed up herself. But that didn't stop the mockery. She overheard one crewman whisper, "She probably married a general." Another muttered, "Must be some diversity hire." She ignored it. She'd heard worse. Because 15 years ago, Erin was the quiet kid no one believed in. Born on a cattle farm in Montana. Lost her dad in the Gulf War. Raised by a single mother who cleaned motels by day and read naval manuals to her daughter by night. Erin didn't grow up around privilege, but she grew up around purpose. She enlisted at 18, did the dirty work, mopped decks, fixed broken comms. She earned her stripes the old-school way, sleepless nights, busted knuckles, and outworking everyone around her. One night, she saved a squadron of 12 pilots by hacking into a jammed radar system during a blackout. She was 23. They offered her a medal. She asked for a command instead. And now here she was, standing in front of a group of men who still thought leadership looked like them. The Admiral coughed, clearly rattled. "Fleet Commander Wolfe, I wasn't aware you were visiting today." She nodded once. "Good. I wanted to see the real you, not the one who rehearses when brass is watching." A murmur rippled through the soldiers behind him. The Admiral looked down, suddenly unsure what to say. Erin turned to the crew. "You all trained for war, but today I saw something more dangerous than any enemy." The wind hushed. I saw arrogance. I saw laughter at a stranger. I saw men who judged before they asked. That kind of thinking? It gets people killed. Out there, missiles don't care about your assumptions. Neither do the lives we're sworn to protect. No one blinked. Being strong isn't about muscles. It's about respect, discipline, and knowing when to shut up and listen. A long pause, then one by one, soldiers began straightening their backs. Faces turned red, salutes raised, and this time, they meant it. Even the Admiral stood tall and said, "Permission to formally welcome you aboard, Commander." She looked him dead in the eye. "Permission granted. Now get your crew in shape. We deploy in 36 hours. She walked away, leaving a trail of stunned silence and shifting mindsets. And just before stepping below deck, she turned back and added one final line. "Next time a woman walks on your ship, don't ask her rank. Earn her respect first." That day, Fleet Commander Erin Wolfe didn't just inspect a warship, she recalibrated a culture. And as her chopper lifted off that deck at sunset, every soldier watched in dead silence. Not because she demanded it, but because they now understood who she was. Before you go, drop your location in the comments. Let's see how far our words can travel today. If this story reached your heart, don't leave silently. Like the video, share your thoughts, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. We're building something meaningful here, and we want you to be part of it.